Welcome to Truth Be Told About Going Wild. I'm your host, Robert Hensley, and this is the podcast inspired by the principles of personal rewilding. Today, I would love to talk to you a little bit about foraging. It's a buzzword, a hot topic in a lot of circles, and very simply, foraging is the practice of gathering wild food. All right, foraging offers more than just nourishment. It creates a direct, meaningful connection between people and the natural world. We live in an age where most of our food is packaged in single-use plastics, and we purchase it without really giving it a lot of thought to where it comes from. Foraging reintroduces a sense of awareness, curiosity, and respect for the environment. At its core, foraging encourages attentiveness. We need to identify edible plants, fruits, and fungi, requiring careful observation of the seasons, ecosystems, and the subtle differences in appearance from one plant to another. This process naturally forces us to slow down, right? It draws us into the rhythms of nature. A walk in the woods transforms into an active exploration where every leaf, every scent, every texture holds potential significance and nourishment. Now, foraging also fosters a deep appreciation for biodiversity. Instead of viewing landscapes as uniform or something that's decorative, foragers begin to recognize the richness and variety that's held within each landscape. A patch of land becomes a living pantry, right? Home to berries, herbs, nuts, greens, and each one of those has its own role in that ecosystem. That awareness leads to a stronger sense of stewardship, as foragers understand the importance of harvesting responsibly and preserving habitats. Now, this reminds me of Robin Wall Kimmerer's best-selling book, Braiding Sweetgrass. She talks about something called the honorable harvest. Now, the honorable harvest is a set of guidelines which were understood by our indigenous ancestors and is still practiced by many, right? These guidelines were never written down. They weren't even really spoken about as a whole. They were reinforced in small acts of daily life. So Kimmerer does in the book kind of list what those guidelines are. And she says that they would be something like this. Know the ways of the ones who take care of you so that you may take care of them. Introduce yourself. Be accountable as the one who comes asking for life. Ask permission before taking and abide by the answer. Never take the first, never take the last. Take only what you need. Take only that which is given. Never take more than half, leave some for others. Harvest in a way that minimizes harm. Use it respectfully and never waste what you've taken. Share. Give thanks for what you've been given. Give a gift in reciprocity for what you have taken. Sustain the ones who sustain you, and the earth will last forever. Now back to foraging. Beyond environmental awareness, foraging can be grounding on a personal level. The act of gathering food by hand, feeling the soil, picking the leaves, or collecting mushrooms creates a tactile sensory experience that contrasts with the abstraction of modern life. It can reduce stress, promote mindfulness, and provide a sense of accomplishment rooted in your own self-sufficiency. However, foraging does come with responsibility. Ethical practices such as correctly identifying plants, avoiding overharvesting, and respecting local regulations are essential to ensure both your personal safety and ecological balance. Learning from experienced foragers and reliable guides is a necessary first step. And if you haven't read it, I definitely suggest reading Robin Wall Kimmerer's Braiding Sweetgrass and really understanding that idea of an honorable harvest. Ultimately, foraging is not just about food, right? It's about our relationship with nature. And as you know, I've been harping on for weeks and weeks about the importance of having a very deep and meaningful relationship with the natural world. Foraging bridges the gap between humans and their environment, reminding us that we are participants in, rather than separate from, the natural world. I'd like to thank you for listening today, and remember there are multiple opportunities each week for new content from the Truth Be Told family of podcasts on the Club Paranormal channel on YouTube, Tony Sweet on Fridays with the original Truth Be Told, and Mondays we have Truth Be Told about going wild. Both of those shows go live at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 Eastern on their respective days. And if you'd like to know more about what's happening with personal rewilding with what I'm working on, please visit the website www.rhnaturereconnect.com. Again, that's www.rhnaturereconnect.com. Or you can check out my Patreon community, subscribe there for free, or you can join my Going Wild membership, which is an exclusive subscription tier for $15 a month, where you get tons of free content and specials. And that you can go to Patreon and search for Personal Rewilding with Robert Hensley. And if you have questions, comments, concerns, please visit the website, reach out to me via the contact form. I would love to hear from you. And until next time.